Keiichi, are you home? Oh, you were in the bath. Is that makeup remover?
What's the matter? Sorry, who's talking here? I don't know who's talking. Oh wait, yeah, I guess that is.
Sorry, I have a headache and don't think I can make dinner tonight. I'm terribly sorry, but can you go out to eat with your dad?
My mum is a go-getter and superwoman at work, but occasionally takes a toll on her health.
So this kind of situation is hardly a rarity.
That's fine, but what will you eat?
It's just for myself. I can probably find a way to scrounge something together. Take care.
Keiichi will take the car, so hurry up. I remember this scene. Dad quickly got the car ready.
He must be hungry. He really only moves so energetically when it's time to eat.
Kind of like an important kind of scene. And I don't think we get like the full 100% like context of it. I don't spoil any context of it. But I don't know. I'm kind of rambling. But yeah, it's kind of an important-ish scene. Because it makes a like reveal of sorts. Sorry there, keep me waiting. So where are we going to eat? I recently found a nice stall. Let's go there. My dad usually only complains about things for him to actually praise something is unexpected. I wonder what kind of place it is that he drank at pre-stoppers. As one who seeks the way of the gourmand, I Keiichi Maibara. I'm genuinely intrigued. The headlights of the car cut through the early darkness of the Hidimizawa night, carving a straight path towards town. You know, it's kind of rare that we really see much from his father, really, isn't it? We see more from his mother than his father, but they do play their role in a bit of the plot here and there every now and then. I was pondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was shockingly the family restaurant right by the station. That great restaurant you were talking about. Yes. The words Angel Mode were written on a very family restaurant-esque cartoonish logo. Okay, now if you paid attention in Onikakushi and somehow remember it, this I think is the exact same place that Oishi took him to one time when they were talking about, the curse and theories and all that, if you recall. Same place. But this time around it's going to be a bit different. Well, obviously. It had the air of a girl-orientated all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant. You've never been inside, Keiichi. Well, he has in Onikakushi, but doesn't count here, does it? Because it's he's not in this one. Come to think of it, I hadn't. There's been some times where I've travelled to faraway town streets. But returning only as far as Okinomiya Station, I say it right that time. Without stumbling, there was really no reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away, after all. I see. That was the reason I never noticed it before. We stopped the car in the restaurant parking lot. It seems like business is booming. There's quite a few cars parked here. But what really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them that can't be from this area. Yeah, I mean, look at that license plate. It's like it hasn't even got numbers on it. Fuki, Fukuyama, and Nagoya. Well, that's fine. Chiba? Saitama? Isn't that around Tokyo, isn't it? Well, he does point out, it's when his parents, in Onikakushi went to Tokyo, he did kind of distinctly point out how far away it was. Well, sort of. He's just pointing out that it's kind of far away from Hidimizawa. It's I don't really know much about, Japan geography-wise, locations. But I've, I've said, Karano Shoujo, the detective mystery, somewhat horror visual novel. It has, a detective thing where he, has a map and it shows all the districts around the Tokyo area. And I think Chiba and Saitama are in that area. So I think they're in Tokyo in those areas. Maybe. At least around the area. Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have taken to get here by the major highways. Keiichi, it seems that you finally realized how amazing this restaurant is. What's the meaning of this? How can so many people travel from so far away just to come to this restaurant? Following my dad, I climbed the steps and entered the building. Maybe it is different, but I doubt it. No, it's the same one. Also, I think this is the area they use in the all-cast review sessions, because it's clearly the same background. The bell touched the door, clattered as we entered, and the waitress soon greeted us. After confirmed our party size and whether they wanted a smoking or non-smoking seats, we guided us inside. They had ordered 2 of the daily specials. It seemed that they were really made, so ready-made, so that wasn't much of a wait at all until our meals were brought to us. What are these? It's like, because of the posterized effect, they kind of look like some kind of odd-looking pizza, but they probably aren't. Yeah, obviously aren't. I have no idea what any of this is. I think that's you. God damn, that is really hard to work out what it actually says. I think it's using hiragana, maybe katakana as well. I don't know, it's confusing. Like that I-T shape there, it's like E, I think. I think that's na. They're just using katakana there, and there, and there, and there. Yeah, it's using katakana quite a lot there. I'm pretty sure that's hiragana right there and there, maybe. I know, Japanese language is confusing. The taste was, no offense to that, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant. Yes, Keiichi, but that is not the main reason that he finds the area appealing. Just talking about the taste, it seemed like normal family restaurant fare. Who gives a damn about the taste, Keiichi? See, isn't it great? I like how they have that star at the end when and stuff like that. It's usually just red, but like other characters occasionally have it is when it's just like, yes, amazing! I see. Just maybe that the food here might be nothing more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table of a family, and yet it was packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all across the country. Can you imagine a family actually going to their restaurants? It's just like mistakenly thinking, you're a family restaurant, and you got all these maids. It's like, it's a maid cafe! They didn't come from far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, then there's only one other reason. Just picture like a maid cafe, like where all the girls there are like heavy smokers and they have chronic smoker voices. It's a completely different feel to it, wouldn't it? Dad flagged down a nearby waitress. Excuse me, the dessert that comes with the meal still hasn't come yet. I'm so sorry. There's a dessert that comes with a daily combo 8. I've been waiting for quite a while. Oh, it's that. My apologies, I'll bring it right away. The apparently rookie waitress rushed off flustered. And could it be this restaurant he hasn't even noticed yet? Aren't they great? The waitress's uniforms here, I mean. Wait for it. BAM! What are you doing, Keiichi? My own father never hit me. Oh wait, no, he hasn't realized it. I'm your son! Listen, Keiichi, I've never come here with impure intentions. That villain, eccentric clothing, quell. Is he speaking in French now? Probably, because, you know, like that stereotypical kind of, yes, a French artiste. It is my artistic muse. I wanted you to feel that. Even you must have yearned for this simulation. How coming to. Coming here alone, though, is a bit embarrassing. You understand? That's why I dragged you here. Just blame me. Even if you must condemn me, I want you to know this feeling, Keiichi. I need to take a leak. My father's always had a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment using incomprehensible nonsense as a smokescreen. Sounds like something I do, honestly. Just like ramble on incomprehensibly. I don't know. I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. You say that, Keiichi, but you've totally got the same bloody thing. He's always been over the top with his stuff. Not necessarily when he's embarrassed. Well, he does, actually. But he does go, you know, like, speaking in French and all that. It's like, I will use French words to describe this feeling. I think it's French, anyway. Continue his one-sided rambling, my boss stood up and headed to the washroom. With him gone, wait, so it was him that needed to take a leak then? With him gone, I was left alone in the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beet red with shame. The waitress from before turned her eyes, alternating between the order slip and the table. Arriving at my seat, she hastily tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice from over her shoulder. Just calm down and say sorry for the wait. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right, just like that. Do your best. Whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. This waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe somewhat curiously. Just watching her put me on edge. I silently watched as she placed the dessert on the table in an inexperienced hand. But it's just as Dad said. What incredible uniforms these are. It's certainly not traditional, is it? They were like a bunny girl plus a maid plus some sort of frilly outfit all in a perfect ratio. Most certainly are a dubiously charming kind of fashion. In any case, she is in no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things. Too many things. I was catching glimpses of too many things, that is, I don't know where I should look. I feel that way, honestly, whenever I'm around, like, loads of people. Because what I tend to do is, because, like, social anxiety and all that, you know, I just kind of stare off into the distance a lot. And if there's loads of people in every direction, I'm just like, well, I can't stare off into the distance because I'll just be staring at someone. And they'll be like, what are you looking at? Just like, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking into the distance. Because I have nothing to say. It's like, anytime I'm in a room where there's, like, people sitting in all parts of the room, so it's like, eyes facing every direction. It's like, where do I put my eyes? And it's just like settle on the floor usually, or just like kind of like focus on various different parts of the room. It's like, okay, look over here, look over there, and over there, and there. Same thing happens when I'm on a bus. I just stare out the window usually. It's like avoid eye contact because then people will be like, what are you looking at? It's rude to stare. It's like, yes. Can you imagine that? Looking out the window, a tree just like suddenly starts talking. It's like, hey, it's rude to stare, even if I'm not freaking sentient. I don't know. Just stupid. Anyways, when something like that walking around the restaurant, it's as bad as it can be for digestion. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. This flustered state without a doubt should be attributed to the amount of their skin showing rather than being new to the job. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a totally embarrassing feeling this is. I guess that's why he hasn't noticed yet then. I'm a customer, you know. It's alright to be more straightforward. Oh, my nose is starting to bleed. At that moment our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is... Mion, is that you? Yeah. On top of her hair being let down, she was so far removed from her usual confidence-filled attitude, I didn't realize it was her at all. It was Mion! Why is she here? Why are you working at a place like this?
I'm helping out at my uncle's store.
Come to think of it, I did hear her talk about how relatives have stores in town and that she sometimes works part-time to help them. Ooh, that must be a lot of work. The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. You know, in a way you could see that maid thing as foreshadowing, really, isn't it? Just like, I will get revenge for you make me up the dress as a maid! And now the tables are being flipped the fuck over. Well, actually, my animal instincts tell me that the power balance between Mion and myself has been turned upside fucking down. It was with that accent. That's right, I'm a customer. My position is superior to hers. The humiliation from today's penalty game was going through the recesses of my mind. There really is a God. For him to grant me this opportunity for revenge. Noticing the flames of vengeance burning in my eyes, Mion took a step back. But seeing it like this type of clothing suits you very nicely, doesn't it?
It's embarrassing, so it'll look so much.
I confirm my previous strike was a clean hit. He's checking her out, if I recall. There's no mistaking that Mion is currently defenseless. Like, I remember the scene in the anime version. He's like, I remember him just like examining her, just like with a big grin on his face. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo. Mion, you have pretty big breasts. It seems like they're ready to spill out even right now. All the customers are definitely looking at you.
Don't say that.
Don't play coy with me. I know that you enjoy drawing all the male attention with that embarrassing getup. I mean, if you didn't, there's no way you'd dress up like that.
It's not like I'm doing this because I like to.
Is this alright, Keiichi, my boy? Aren't you taking this a little too far? Even if it's payback for that humiliation during the day, isn't this too much? Hey, shut up, logic! To pay back Mion tenfold is a chance you hardly ever get. With this kind of get-up, your mother must be disappointed. Whimper! That part where you can almost just see something is the best. Come closer.
Please stop.
You still lack the spirit of service towards the customers.
Please forgive me.
Oh, I want to take you home.
No, not that.
Entering a vision of Redda's cute red blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall, I was going into a hand, no regrets. I was going to complete this verbal humiliation, revenge for today's events. Yep, I'll spare you the rest for today. Ow! Seems that Mion's neural circuits had completely shorted from the embarrassment. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought, but such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so this was good for now. Leaving aside what exactly was good. I never knew to think that the high and mighty Mion would have a hard time being a waitress. This is such a surprising side of you. I want to show this to the Mion from this afternoon. Actually, I want to show Renna and the others. Renna will definitely flip out with joy. Do you think she'll say she wants to work here?
That's wrong.
I could never imagine in my wildest dreams that such a cute outfit would suit you, Mion.
I'm saying that's wrong.
While turning bright red, Mion finally spit out the words that were lodged in her throat. Ah, yeah, it does, yeah. What do you mean, that's wrong? Alrighty then, I will re-record this scene because I think I may have spoiled something. I know. It's been years after all. It's just like Watanagashi is like just thinking like how the plot goes and it's like it's gonna bug me. So just like, okay. Very much like everything else, really. Like I did with Watanagashi, it's like pretty much just go with it, essentially. As if I'm playing it for the first time. Well, reading for the first time. What do you mean that's wrong? What do you mean that's wrong?
I'm not Mion.
What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words. You're not Mion, then. Who are you? You're Shion Sonozaki, right?
Ow, my ears! Sorry, I should have said this earlier, but my name is Shion Sonozaki. Mion's my little sister.
My eyes unconsciously widened with surprise from his crazy talk. Mion probably thinking that there was such a far-fetched excuse would work, turned bright red while fidgeting nervously. Shion Sonozaki?
Yes, often mistaken for my sister.
But when we met, you had the kind of response that you wouldn't make if we were meeting for the first time.
That's because my sister's always talking about you, so I knew who you were.
A little bit of cringeworthy excuse, that is. But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. Plus, Mion had to be a leader who was normally overflowing with confidence, a guiding force. If I were to lash out at that Mion, I would have ruined something I shouldn't have. That was something I would never wish for. So I understand. This foolishness here is something very different from the everyday Mion. That's why she's Shion. I see. In that case, I'm sorry.
Oh no, as long as you understand. My sister has a lot of enemies, you see.
Well, now she's self-aware of that fact now, is she? As I unintentionally laughed aloud, Shion laughed with me. Shion, is this your first time being a waitress? It doesn't seem like you're used to it.
Actually, today is, Keiichi is my first customer. A little flustered at the saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way her sister would. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing.
So, you said you're working part-time at your uncle's store bar. I thought you should have been more used to it. Whatever, I mean.
Oh, I have all relatives that run shops. That's why this is the first time I'm helping my uncle that owns this place.
How many uncles do they have, man? I see, makes sense. Anybody would be attentive doing a job they weren't used to. Does Mion ever help out at the store?
Well, my sister is, you see, she's not good with these cutesy things.
I know what she's trying to say. That's right, Mion is more suited for cool things. So I think having you help out here was the right choice.
Huh?
Shion has probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform would never suit somebody like Mion, but for Shion, I think it works.
You mean that,
Shion, like a runner, often does, spaced out and turned bright red.
What does that mean exactly?
At least for this moment, it felt like this Shion character actually existed. Because there was no way that the Mion I knew had this side of her. At that moment, we realized that the more veteran waitress was waving at us from across the room.
Sonozaki-san! You can take a break now. Oh, okay.
Mion finally returned to her senses. It seemed as if it was time for her to take a break.
Bird? Well then, I'll take my leave. It was fun talking to these skate chat.
Sorry for mistaking for Mion and teasing you. Please tell Mion that I will have my revenge one day.
That thing where you were forced to dress as a maid and walk around outside, right?
That devilish laugh and smile is exactly the same as the one I knew. That's right, tell her that I will return the favour for the total humiliation I suffered.
Bleh. More importantly, I'm going to complain to my sister about the teasing I had to endure today. My sister will have my revenge during your club activities.
Bring it on, I'll get her before she gets me. On. Mion laughed with a warm smile devoid of any remaining nervousness and disappeared into the back. I felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right, for now I know the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. But of all things, for her to say she has a twin sister, I thought that maybe I should ask Renner tomorrow if she really has a sister. But maybe it's better that I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. I've decided that the problem I met here was sharing your man's sister, so I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny it. What? Say that personally? Yes. It's not that we actually made a promise or anything, but that night it seemed to give birth to a new rule between me and Mion. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the washroom. He probably came up with a new idea for an off-piece when he was sitting on the can. Keiichi, are you not ready? Let's go home. Settling the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. Ouch, it was pretty much fine. Damn, Dad, you're quite the regular customer. Was that new waitress just now somebody you know, Keiichi? Oh, so you're watching from the shadows. Dad has the oddest sense of tact sometimes. Somebody from school, from Hinibizawa. Yeah, she's a little sister of my friend Mion. Her school isn't in Hinibizawa, so she must go to the one in town. Never seen her at my school. So not all the kids in Hinibizawa go to the same school. Only about half. The other half go all the way into town on their bikes. In this way, the feeling that I was really talking to Shion Gimli, which I say to Mion tomorrow. I met your little sister, something like that. Would Mion be like that, thus having a cigarette in her, they were a little happy and embarrassed. I'm a little sleepy.
Enemies of Higurashi when they arrive. Till very double the fun, double the cleavage. Achievement unlocked.
It looks even more revealing, really, like that, though. It's because you only see the top half. So it's like, you do see her clothing a bit, but it looks even more revealing like that, doesn't it? Let's continue going a bit more, why not?
Is there really a Shion? Huh? Mion-san's family?
Yeah, more broadly, I was just wondering if she had any brothers or anything. That means sisters? I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion really existed. My curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Sadoko about it.
I wonder. She might not.
She wasn't being very clear about it. Had Sadoko never gone over to Mion's house to play? From her reaction, I guess they'd never met her.
Yes, I've never seen any of her relatives except for her grandmother.
As far as I could tell, there were already dark clouds over the Shion is real theory.
Rick would know more than I. You would do well to ask her.
Sadoko waved to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight.
Rika, do you know anything about Mion-san's family?
Rika-chan was surprised at the sudden question.
Mion's a big family, so I don't really know everything about them.
That many, huh? For example, is there someone named Shion Sonozaki? Well, might have heard wrong, so she might actually exist, but...
You mean Shion exists?
Huh? That was unexpected. So she was real!
Their names are quite similar, you know. I could get tongue-tied trying to tell the difference.
Well, it is similar, isn't it? Mion and Shion. It's just like the start of a name that's different, isn't it? They all end with on.
I've heard she's Mi's younger twin sister, but I haven't met her too many times.
Rika-chan knew a bit about her as well, but hadn't seen her much.
I think I met her once at a funeral a few years ago.
Who's talking now? She's not in this class, so maybe she goes to school in Okinawa.
She may live there too. Mion-san herself lives apart from her family with her grandmother, after all.
She doesn't live with her parents? That must be odd. Was there something between them?
It's a very complicated family. She seems to have many relatives. There are doubtless many different circumstances.
Now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure, including their own position, still seemed very mysterious.
Oh, what are the three of you talking about? Let this old man in on it. Oh, Mion-san, you came at a good time. Might it be true that you have a younger twin sister?
Mion, crap.
A younger sister? Well, yeah, I do.
Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face, at a loss. I think she's looking at me.
Oh my! I had no idea. What kind of person might she be? I would very much like to meet her sometime. You shouldn't bother. She's not cute at all. She's really conceited. Besides, other than talking to her on the phone once in a while, I haven't seen her for a long time either.
Why did it look like she was in such a panic? It's like she was declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually our fate. Anyway, this was pretty funny, so I let it go for a little while longer. I know Mion under the name of Shion. Will I be able to see her if I go to that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling, so if I made a new friend, despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person.
An introduction to Angel Mort.
Reprinted from the Victoria's War Photographer's Guide for Initial Complete Conquest Analysis Family Restaurant Chapter. Now at last we come to the blazing hot third day. To Angel Mort, a famous restaurant and the envy of all enthusiasts. Despite being located in the remote Shishimone city of La Prefecture, why exactly near the most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? It can only be because it is a trial given to us by the god of war photography. It's famous locally for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, then you can just go to a blah place or something. We aim not for sweet treats, but for sweet uniforms. The fragmented aroma of sweat wafts from those obligatory waitress uniforms created no less than a public torture device. How can their bashful flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms all across the country? War photography hunter. Away! What the hell? The smoking areas are the real superposition. Aim for your chance at them with the nasty of an octopus. Yesterday I failed to get seating. Today I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box in the smoking area. The doctor are overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll secure a spot in the smoking area and set up camp there. It's kind of obvious really, isn't it? Yeah, because I'll be empty and I'll get a better spot to spy on them. I was expecting a Ryo, the hunter. He's saying his victory was decided the moment he chose his seat. What the hell, is this like a club now? Much like the actual club on a different level? A lower level to be exact. That's right, he really used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabar's blah 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 and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then, he also went early in the afternoon, just after the lunch rush, and not only did he find his target seat empty, he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance for a picture. But as if cursed by that from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. Is that what the this god of war photography thing is? It's like, yes, get pictures of cute maids! After suffering successive firm defeats until 3 p.m., he finds no chance coming his way. And after 4 p.m., the man began to take his orders. It looks as though he has been seen through. It is the rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. My aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary.
since I sat in a booth and left my bag on the floor. You know, photography of maids is serious business. My camera was already hidden in my travel bag and my fossilizer there. If there were 2-digit ETs involved for sticking their hair half a day, I'd have a high encounter rate. I'm mortified. Even so, they still got a few pieces of gold, as to be expected from the hunter. He attained this nice angle despite limiting his film. He is an artisan. More surprising, though, is that this uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person. Why, is it illegal to take the pictures of them? I don't know. What an amazing start to a hunter who brags about having been to approximately half of the total prefectural police stations in the country. You know, when you think about it, it's kind of odd when you think about it, isn't it? It's like you wouldn't see like someone just like walk up to a random stranger on the street, for example, and take their picture. Well, there probably are people that do that. But, I don't know. Can you imagine how much of a pain in the ass it must be to be like really famous, for example? Like people constantly be like coming up to get pictures with you and the autograph and all that, and you'd be like, man, I just want to I just was going to the store, right? I just like, fuck it, I'm gonna order shit online from now on. Because people keep imagine that you like order on Amazon and the person who you like, they somehow realize who you are and they're just like your order has been dispatched. It's like, by the way, can we get your autograph? I'm your biggest fan. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having been to approximately half of the total prefectural police stations in the country. That thing the day before, hunters took on Shrine Maiden Kishin Blah in Nagoya. His hunter spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth and waited on by the head priest. Despite waiting half a day, the much-anticipated shrine maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. A seriously huge blunder for a hunter. Now then, here we have the giveaway of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. It was in one person radio, free all-you-can-eat low-angle pictures of the Angel Lord uniforms chosen by the hunter himself. Okay, that's clearly why. Obviously, probably not illegal to take pictures of them, but angles like those, yeah, probably not. We're such pleased I got pictures you too, Con! What? You bastard, I didn't get to read that. Or you just like, and he went to the infamous trap cafe. It's like, and then he took to then he's just like, at first for some reason, he didn't think what trap could mean. He took the low shot and realized with morbid horror that was no woman. That was a man.